Good morning or good afternoon or good evening or whatever. This is Mr. Miller. If you're watching this video, it means you're absent or you need just a refresher on how to do your monster essay graphic organizer. This is not going to be like the horror one where I make separate videos for everything. This is going to be an all-encompassing one video does all solution. With that said, I am not going to go into as much depth as I did before with the horror essay because it's the exact same essay as you did with the horror, except it's about monster, and you guys know how to write the essay, okay? So I'm just going to go through it really quickly, and I'm using red for my notes just because why not? So for anyone else, don't take offense to it. So this is the monster unit graphic organizer. So the essential question is Steve Harmon guilty or not guilty of being involved in the gang that robbed the drugstore as well as killing Mr. Nesbitt? Even though that the jury found Steve innocent doesn't mean that he's 100% innocent. That's why the book ends so abruptly. That's why we're having this discussion. So when you start, you need to pick one or the other. For this example, I'll just pick guilty. Why not? Because it's just the opposite of what the jury decided. And then what I'm going to do is I need to go through and then I need to figure out the reasons why I believe these things. So this is where your notes come into play. I have my trial notes, and I'm going to scroll down, and then I'm going to go to the bottom where I have all my evidence, and I need to find three reasons. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight them so I remember what they are. I just need three of them. So let's say the first thing is that I believe that this idea. Okay? So I would click that, and then and I can do this for number 2, and then I'll do this one. Okay, so and these are my three reasons. Now all I'm going to do is I'm going to simply just copy and paste them and put them into my three reasons right here. Simple as that. Okay, and I go back to number 2. And then I got my reason number 3. Okay, and I put them right here. If you want to unhighlight it, you may certainly do that as well. Doesn't really matter. I don't really like it highlighted, so I'm going to do none. Perfect. Okay, so then I got my three reasons, and those are the three reasons that I got. And you should probably also keep this in mind. I'm going to leave them out. You don't need the numbers here. You need to delete them because those are the page numbers you're going to use for the quote. So anyway, the hook I'm going to let you use. The hook is just like all the other hooks or anything like that. So make it smaller so it's not so big. Okay, and I'm going to make it nice and simple. So in the world, there are many times when a criminal trial becomes controversial. In these trials, okay, and I'm giving you permission to use this. So you can do that as well. And then your summary is in, and when you do monster, it needs to be like this because it is a book. and you need to also have the Walter D. Myers. Name is Steve Harmon. Okay, so short, sweet, to the point, you are not allowed to use this. This is mine. If you do it as plagiarism, I want you to write your own, okay? You can use the intro and the hook, but not this. Okay? So and then I'm just copying and pasting. Some people type it, some people copy and paste it. I'm going to change the size of it pretty soon. You don't have to until you get to the last part of it, but notice how I'm not either deleted the numbers of the pages or okay, so period. I'm going to make this all one nice little size so it's not so big. But that's how you do the first introduction paragraph. Okay? There's nothing hard about it at all. You've done it before twice with the timed essay and then the horror essay. You'll be fine. You just copy what you got up here and down here. And then we're going to do the same thing as we did before. So the first thing, and then I'm going to literally grab my first reason and I'm going to grab it and I'm going to go like that. Easy as pie. And then I need to find a good spot where I can find it, the quote, but lucky for me, I had you write the quotes down. So it's on page 137. And then remember, when you're quoting something, you actually need to put the quotation marks. And I don't know if you can hear it, but I'm flipping through, so I'm going to be looking just for the pages to find the quote. Oops, before she left. Okay, that's what you need to do. You need to like write a good example of this. A good example. I even messed up myself. Look at that. I made a mistake. A good example can be found on page 137. Blah 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 blah. Myers. So then after that, I need to explain why this shows Steve is guilty. Give me 1 second. I'm just thinking about what I need to say. So Steve. So this example proves Steve is guilty. If Steve was telling the truth and was completely honest, he would not have been told by O'Brien not to write anything that makes him look guilty. By telling the readers that he cannot write anything that makes him look bad shows that he could be lying, which proves he is not as innocent as he looks. Notice how I make mistakes and I fix them, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you do that too. So then I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to find a way to summarize. I'm going to put it at the end here. So okay, I'm not going to do the whole body paragraph too, but I'm going to do the same thing that I did with the horror essay. Okay, and then I'm going to leave it like that so you can, figure it out. And then I'm going to leave this part blank because you need to explain it yourself. And then at the very end, I'm going to use another thing here. So it would be sum up. Okay. After that, I'm not going to do body paragraph 3. You should know how to do body paragraph 3 at this point. It's the same as the first two. And then for the thesis statement, you just grab, oops, right here, and we're going to plug it right into there. Simple as that. And then you need to explain everything one more time. So this part, since I didn't do the rest of the essay, you just re-explain everything. So you should know how to do that, and then you wrap it up by saying in conclusion or whatever you want to use. I keep saying not is guilty. And all the rules for everything, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, are right here. Things you should not write in your essay. These are the rules. This is not a timed essay, so you need to have all these rules, and all the sentence starters and everything are right down there, right where you need it to be, okay? Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day.